One of the biggest things going on right now that's super exciting is the development of brands. D2C culture has taken over, and I want you to really understand the core principles of brand building. So we're going to get down and get rid of all sorts of the stuff you don't need to do. We're going to talk about all the things you absolutely need to crush. We're going to get rid of the bullshit. We're going to tell you the things that you need to focus on. We're going to get down to it in this short video. I'm super excited to help you do it because I've built 7, 8, and 9-figure businesses repeatedly for years. I'm here to help you. Brand Building 101. Once again, hi, I'm Charlie, and if you've enjoyed these videos or you like what's going on, please feel free to subscribe down here. And if you enjoy this stuff, or if you have any questions, do not be afraid to comment below. If you're watching on YouTube, or if you see this anywhere else, reply, tag me, DM me, whatever it is that you can do to get my attention so I can help you see more success and put more time in your life, put more money in your pocket while seeing less and less stress day to day. That is my number one objective. That's my number one goal. So let me know how it can help. And if you enjoy all this stuff and you want to know more things, please feel free to go to facebookdisruptor.com and join the Disruptor Dispatch. It's like $1 to get started, and you'll get stuff like this from me all the time. And not just from me, but from some of my most trusted friends around the business, around the world, to help you succeed in online advertising and business development and everything else you need so that you can have that confidence to take over and control of your life. That's what we're here for. So with that in mind, let's get down to it. Brand building. Okay? So first thing that we need to really understand is, what is a brand? So there's a very different thing between a product and a brand. Now, a lot of you may watch like Shark Tank, right? And somebody's got a bright idea. Or maybe a lot of you are drop shippers, right? And you're like, well, I got this thing and I've got that thing and I'm selling them all off. Well, here's the thing. A brand is basically a collection of products that has an identity, a collective identity that somebody can attach themselves to. And for the purpose of what we're doing here, especially in the direct consumer world or in SaaS or whatever else, is we're trying to create something that generates revenue by solving a problem. Now, sometimes that problem can be very big, sometimes it's really small, sometimes it's aspirational, sometimes it's life-changing. But the point is, every brand has an identity, and every brand solves a specific problem or provides an opportunity. And really what separates apart the folks that are really good at Facebook ads but can never really make money, and the people that are making a ton of money even though they're really not that great, is the majority of the people that are super successful have built a brand. So that's what I really want to help you out with. And we're going to go over 3 different topics today. So number 1 is what we call vertical integration. Okay? So vertical integration is the idea of putting together multiple products or services so that somebody that likes one thing from you might like another. Right? And so you see this happening all the time. Let's give a, for instance, with a brand. If you're going for Nike and you're going out on runs, what else do you might need? Maybe you need socks, or maybe you need pants or a jacket. So they can now, because you bought the trainers, maybe you get the socks to go with it and then the whole jogging outfit. Now, that's called vertical integration. And I see this happening with a lot of really good brands. I myself have done it repeatedly for people, right? Where maybe it's meal replacement shakes. And so then we get some detox tea, and then we get a supplement, right? And we're able to not only develop a product where you're going to get one thing, but you're probably getting others, but we can also create bundles. So now we're no longer really determinant on Facebook being the lifeblood of everything that we're doing. We're getting to the spot where you no longer need Facebook to run at a profit. You can make money with Facebook running at a less than 1 ROAS. And the real point here to all of this is that if you build a brand where you can create an identity and a vibe, then your products begin to sell additional products from yourself, and your customers begin to sell additional customers for you. And there's a really, really big difference. And you can see where you have an affinity or a loyalty or where you don't. So there are a lot of brands out there that we might not have any loyalty to. For instance, your loyalty might be dependent on situation. So your loyalty to Amazon at first was the price. But now your loyalty to Amazon might be Prime and the customer service and the fact you can go there for every single thing that you're getting. Your loyalty, though, to the gas station at the end of your street is the one because it's the one that's right there. Right? So there is a difference between the type of branding here. And to be completely honest, Citgo or Shell or Exxon or BP, they don't really have a face. There's not really an identity. That is more a brand for corporate infrastructure. Far less than we're talking about here. Now, for us playing in this space, what we want to do is develop a brand so that we can have a overall journey. A lot of the folks that are succeeding in this space, even if they're not great at ads, they are developing a brand that solves a very unique, specific thing. My favorite to talk about right now, Bombas, is really, really good at this. But you're also seeing other things like Olipop is doing fantastic stuff, or a brand that I've loved for a long time that I love how they're doing things, Wicked Clothes. Like, these are really solid brands that have developed an identity that you're excited about. Like, you have something. In the direct-to-consumer space, you don't need to be everything to anybody. You just need to solve one or two specific problems to one or two types of people over and over again, and that's all that really matters. Because you don't need to have 1,000 or 1,000,000 customers to be rich. You can get to $10,000 a month on like 2 customers if you're charging enough. You can get to $50,000 a month on half a dozen. Maybe you get to 6 figures a month on the back of 20 to 30 customers. Maybe it takes 100, maybe it takes 1,000, but the point is you can have life-changing stuff if you vertically integrate a business with multiple products that allow somebody to not say yes or no, but it's the old adage that I learned a long time ago being a musician selling merchandise. If you say, do you want the band's t-shirt? The answer is yes or no. If it's the question is, which shirt do you want to buy? And I've got a sticker or two for you if you want it. I can take cash or Venmo or credit card. Now that person only can say, well, I'm not interested. They can't say, well, I'm out of money or I don't like that one. You're getting a choice, not a yes or a no. And that's a very, very big thing. The second thing that we're talking about when it comes to brand is customer service. Now, this is probably one of the most overlooked things by a lot of folks that are big advertisers. Like, you can be a black hat marketer all day long, but if you don't respect your customer, it's going to be really hard for you. Because what we're talking about with the brand is not just a single sale. If you're only selling a product once, it's not a brand, it's a product or it's a service. What you want is repeat buyers and reputation. So if you're going to try to build a brand, what you need to really be mindful of is customer service. Now, I'll tell you, me personally, with my brand and the brands that I've worked on, as well as Facebook Destructor, I will default to taking care of people even if they're unhappy, because I'd rather every single person have a positive experience with me. Even if they don't see success, I want them to feel like I've treated them with respect. That makes me very different than 90% of the people that are out here in this space. Plus, my results tend to speak for themselves, for what I am able to help people get to. But the point is, customer service, taking the time to understand who your customers are and take care of them, builds loyalty that lasts over time and can fundamentally change businesses. One of the best businesses at this that I want you to think about is Southwest Airlines. Now, Southwest Airlines is like every other, there's 1 million companies that have airplanes. Southwest is nice. Like, they make jokes and they hire nice people. And if you're on Southwest, I've been on Southwest where it was a bad experience. I tweeted at them, I never didn't have a bad experience again. I got preferential treatment. They go out of their way to make sure that if you don't have the best experience, your next one is. That is customer service. That is brand loyalty. That, along with a decent price, means I'm never going to look anywhere else. They also, because of that, they don't sell their tickets on like Fandango, or it's not Fandango, but on any of these other sites that resell spots. They don't have to, because they're not playing the mass game. They're getting their planes to their hubs, and they're filling every one of them up. I can't remember the last time I was on a Southwest flight that wasn't packed. And everybody was nice. And it didn't cost as much. And it was a really good experience. And maybe they're making a little bit less on every transaction, but they don't have to work to sell me to buy from them. And they don't have to undermine their ability by going to a third-party affiliate to try to sell their tickets because they're already in control of the whole ecosystem. You don't have to necessarily go out to getting all of these other places to drive traffic if everybody's already coming directly to you. They don't have to spend money on ads to make sales. You hear what I'm saying? Now, the last thing that it comes for brand that I think is really, really key, that I think a lot of brands, some of them do really, really well, and some of them that struggle, they don't. And it's not just your customer service, but it's fitting the need of the market. And what we really need to get to here is everybody has a nice idea, right? Everybody's got a bright thing. But there are some really good brands that listen to their customers and respond. And I'll give an example of probably the best brand I've ever heard of that does this better than anyone. For those of you in the United States, you might be familiar with a store called Hot Topic. Now, Hot Topic, especially for those of us who are adults in their mid to late 30s, was something that you did like 20 years ago. But Hot Topic is still really current. They're a brand that has gone through several rebuilds, but they're still in a lot of malls doing really good business. Now, what Hot Topic did that almost no other brand, no other store ever did was they had a notebook inside of their store to say, like, hey, what music are you listening to? If you don't like the playlist at the store, tell us what you like. What shows are you watching? They would literally ask their customers, what are you interested in? What products can we bring into our store to make sure that you're happy? Now, little boutique shops have been doing this for ever, but no mass retail brand did this so much as well as Hot Topic did. Now, as a result, Hot Topic exploded all over the country and was able to change constantly and be on the cutting edge. From being what when I was a kid was like alternative and heavy metal and like goth culture to Funko Pop and K-pop and anime that still has like the Kurt Cobain shirt on the wall that I bought when I was 16, but they're constantly evolving because they listen to their customers. And I can tell you this, what your customers want from you, especially in the early years of your business, in June might not be what they want in January. You need to make sure that you're responding to them. And if you can do these three things, vertically integrate your brand, prioritize customer service so that you don't even need to spend money to acquire more customers, and listen to the market needs so that you are setting yourself up for success by making sure that what people want, you have. If you can get those things together, you can turn your skills as a drop shipper or an innovator or a marketer or anything else. Anybody can plug into this system. And if they have a good business acumen and a decent business model and are able to be honest with themselves, and honestly they learned Excel, you're going to succeed more often than not. So as somebody that has helped build 6, 7, 8, 9-figure brands, why do I keep saying bands? Brands for nearly a decade now. These are the three things that every brand that kicks ass has. And if they don't have this, they're not really a brand. They're the successful businesses that don't do these things. They're basically just corporate infrastructure, some giant faceless, nameless thing that you go to anyway, even though you hate them. Like your internet access company, or your cell phone provider, or your cable company. You don't give a damn who they are. You don't give a damn about the business. You just get them because they're the one that's available. Or the gas station at the end of the street. It's just what's there. You're never going to win by being the person that's just there. Excite people, and you'll make a lot of money. All right, if you like that, YouTube thinks you're going to really enjoy maybe this or this. And if you really dug this, well, over here, you can hit the subscribe button. Until then, once again, hi. My name is Charlie. I hope you've really dug this stuff. And if you really like it, don't be shy. You can subscribe. Until later, I'll see you on the internet. All right, bye.